Gibbo presents.
It's Gibbo, and right now I'm joined by none other than the gully god himself, Mavado. Well, go on, King.
Well, go on, Gibbo.
Your single with Jadakiss, Just Like Magic, on the musical Masquerade rhythm, is set to be released on December the 8th. Can you remember when you first heard a track from Jadakiss or The Locks? Were you a big fan of his growing up?
Yeah, well, you don't know, back in the days, we as youth from in Jamaica, from another street, you don't know, we've been always listening to Jada them and Biggie them, and don't know Tupac them same way, you know what I mean?
You've had the opportunity to collaborate with a lot of hip-hop artists over the last few years. Have you got a checklist of top rappers that you'd like to work with, and did Jadakiss feature on it if you did?
Yeah, most definitely. Because you don't know, Jadakiss is a street nigga just like Gully God, you get me? You know what I mean?
Prior to aligning yourself with DJ Khaled and We The Best, did you make a decision that working with hip-hop artists was something you wanted to do more of, or did this happen as a result of aligning with Khaled and his team?
Well, you don't know, over the years, hip-hop artists always wanted to work with Gully God, you know what I mean? Because if you could even think back in even a couple months ago when Jay-Z come and say, bravo, like Mavado boy, I'm that Gully, you know what I mean? So, hip-hop artists always want to do music with Gully God, knowing that you don't know we're from the street, and we have the street, and we have the struggle, and we have the youths, them luck, you know what I mean?
So you think it's because you have the dancehall market on lock better than any other artist out there?
It's just because of the music. You know what I mean? The real music. You know what I mean? You don't know real people know real things. You know what I mean? And real people say real things. You know what I mean? Because if you notice, listening to a Gully God CD, you know what I mean? It's like you just want to listen every single song on it. You know what I mean? So, and all of those songs related to the street. You know what I mean? To the struggle, to the youths, them. You know what I mean? It's all about real words, you know what I mean? It's all about the truth,
Do you feel, as a dancehall artist, that to really make it big time, you have to appeal to a wide audience than just the traditional dancehall and reggae audience, and you have to appeal to the hip-hop crowd too? Well,
I mean, for any artist, whether you are a dancehall artist or you're an hip-hop artist, you know what I mean, R&B artists, you know what I mean, it's only right for your music to grow, So whenever time your music grow, then the fans grow, you know what I mean? Your music can't just stuck at one point, you know what I mean? You won't gain the right amount of fans that you're supposed to get. Think about the amount of people that's in the world, you know what I mean? Just in China alone or Japan, you know what I mean, you have over 1 billion people. You know what I mean? So why not want it to have 1 billion fans?
What, if anything, have you learnt from collaborating with a number of hip-hop artists over the last few years? Do they go about their business differently to dancehall and reggae artists?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Hip-hop, because of hip-hop music, it's a more wider scale than dancehall, because of, in America, there's more people, there's like millions of people in the US, and you don't know, most of the youths in America, they're supportive of hip-hop music. You understand me? So you see that hip-hop music, they have to always make sure everything properly put together, because you can do a song tomorrow and it's the biggest song in the US, you know what I mean, and reach over in England, and you're talking about millions of people, you know what I mean? So I think that's the reason why they put their business together. America put their business together different, you know what I mean? So I think it's just all about that. It's just their culture. You don't know, we from the dancehall now, you know what I mean, we just love the music, and a producer send our rhythm, we go up on it, we're not even signing a paper, we don't care about that. You know what I mean? If the song hits, then we put in the right work on it. But you know, dancehall are different. Dancehall is all about putting out the music, you know, for the people and love it and thing, you know?
So would you say you've stepped your game up, so to speak, over the last few years?
Most definitely. It's all about growth, you know what I mean?
Do you find it hard to keep both the dancehall and the hip-hop markets satisfied at the same time?
Never. I mean, music is my life. You know what I mean? I just, me, Gully God, Mavado, I just go in the studio and we just make another hit song, so it doesn't matter to me. You know, if a hip-hop artist send me a track, you know, I just go on it and, you know, I just turn it into magic, just like the song with me and Jada. You know what I mean?
What's your response when you hear people saying that you've forgotten about dancehall or Jamaica?
Well, right now, in Jamaica, in the dancehall right now, I have so many hit songs down there right now. You know what I mean? It's not about forgetting. I mean, sometimes people think as if they don't see you for like probably 6 months or a year, you know what I mean? People just put in them head say, yo, we forget Bow, you know what I mean? But it's not about that. It's all about me, Gully God, you know what I mean? Next year make 10 years since I'm a superstar, you know what I mean? And you don't know, we have the family, we have the youths them, you know, so we have to take time and put our life together and know the aim that we need, you know what I mean? And know things that's necessary, that need to be done, you know what I mean? And then we just come back again, because watch this now. Watch this now. When you think about this year, you can think of some of the biggest songs in the dancehall I've done by Gully God. Think about even a song like even at the top, like even my own. You know what I mean? That song it all over. You know what I mean? If you could even think of, from ever since I've not living in Jamaica for a little time now, you know what I mean? If you could really think about it, I've been making so many hit songs. Think about songs like even Box of Money, you know what I mean? Songs like, I mean, you can think about all those songs. All of those songs, I've done them over here in my apartment. You know what I mean? If you think about at the top is just us. You know what I mean? If you think about Paper, you know what I mean? Persian Mat, you know what I mean? All of those songs, Action Pack, all of those songs I did them in America. I did them in Jamaica. You know what I mean? So it's not about me being in Jamaica to make hit songs. You know what I mean? I can make hit songs wherever I'm at in the world. You know, and Jamaica is always my heart, because that's where I'm from. I'm from the gully, you know?
Do you think it really comes down to jealousy when people criticize you, rather than the fact they think you've actually forgotten about dancehall?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about jealousy, you know. Because watch this now. If other people get the chance to do things that Gully God do, and I've done, and I've excelled over expectations as Gully God done, they would have wanted to do that right now, at this moment, me talking right now. Why not? I mean, why not want it to be successful in life? Why not? I mean, who don't want to be successful in life? You have to be a worthless man then. If you don't really want, if you know you can try and do better for yourself, you know what I mean? Or you can, you know, or you have the family, you know, you have to take time out and do, you know, do all of that kind of work. If you're a man and you don't feel as if you have to do all of those things, then I don't know you're what kind of man then. You know what I mean? Music with pride and with joy and everything. You know what I mean? But you know, we still have the family. And me as Gully God, watch this. I haven't been in Jamaica for like since last year. Right? And watch this. All of those artists down there, they everybody a fight to run the place and them something there. You know what I mean? I just go into the studio later and I just make a next hit song. So imagine if I was in Jamaica. Right now, most of them should have glad me not there at Jamaica. Yo, them should have glad me not there at Jamaica. It's better for them. But them are just hypocrite. You know what I mean? All heap of team up. All heap of people try. I mean, people try to fight me. Even when them see me, them try to fight me under the shadow. So imagine when them can't see me.
Are you going to be basing yourself in America for the immediate future, or can you see yourself going back to Jamaica anytime soon?
Well, listen to me right now. As me tell you, time is the master. You get me? Time is the master, and nobody know what you know as an individual towards what's going on in your life. You understand me? So you don't know. You don't know Jamaica I'm a place. If I can't say Jamaica I'm on, then why not? You know what I mean?
I'm sure you've heard the new collaboration from Bounty Killer and Beanie Man Legendary.
I didn't hear it.
You haven't heard it?
No.
I'm sure you're aware that they've worked together, though. What was your reaction when you found they had collaborated on a track?
Well, I don't really know. I didn't heard about it. You know what I mean? I didn't heard about it. I'm just busy in my studio doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Could we ever see you and Killer work together again on a track?
Well, I could never say yes and I could never say no, because watch this now. No one knows what tomorrow may brings. You know what I mean? No one knows what tomorrow may brings. I've seen the greatest of enemies sit down and drink together. You know what I mean? And them still don't like each other. You know what I mean? So you never know.
Would you class Killer as an enemy?
As an enemy? In which way? What you mean by?
Just based on the fact you said you've seen the greatest of enemies sit down and have a drink together, I was just wondering if you would class them as that at the moment, or?
I'm telling you that I've seen the greatest of enemies sit down and drink and laugh. You know what I mean? So anything possibly in life. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
When was the last time you and him spoke?
Huh?
When was the last time you and him spoke? Was it a long time ago?
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Everybody know what's really going on. So we don't even have to ask when was the last time we spoke and nothing like that. We all know that we don't talk. You understand me? There's no going around again about that. So you could never expect me and him to talk about something at this moment. You get me? That's why I told you that no one knows what tomorrow may brings in life.
You posted... Sorry, carry on.
I'm listening.
You posted a picture on your Instagram recently of the cover of the Hands of Gully mixtape. Can you tell me what to expect from it? Which producers and artists you've been working with on the project?
Well, I'm working with my artists. You know what I mean? Like my young artists, like 3 Star them, you know, and you know what I mean, Trace them same way, you know, and you know, I got other artists that's gonna feature on it, but you know, it's a mixtape, and we just want when the people them come, them just hear what's on it. You know, we don't really want to give them too much about what's going on. You get me?
Would you say it's more dancehall or hip hop influenced?
Definitely dancehall. Definitely dancehall.
So is it more targeted towards the Jamaican market, or would you just say everyone worldwide?
It's dancehall, and it's Mavado music, so it's dancehall and it's for the world. You know what I mean? It's not just for Jamaica or just for America. It's for the world. It's for England, Europe, Canada, Japan, China, you know what I mean? Name it, anywhere. As long as dancehall music play there, that's where it's supposed to be.
And are we looking at a 2015 release?
No, we're going to definitely put it out before the year ends. And you know, my birthday is just around the corner, so you never know, you know?
One artist who's just been granted his US visa is Alkaline, and if I'm correct, you're going to be appearing with him next month in New York.
Oh, in Amazura.
What are your thoughts on him as an artist? He gets a lot of criticism. Do you think it's warranted?
Well, you don't know, as an artist, you know, people always criticize it, so you know that's not even for me to really talk about, because I don't really talk about artists. You understand me?
So, do you think he copies Cartel?
I don't talk about artists, so it doesn't really matter to me if he does or not. You know what I mean? As an artist, everyone have to do their work. I am not the kind of artist that judge someone or talk about someone. You know what I mean? If you're not walking on my part, then alright, I not no problem with it as long as you're not walking on my part. You know, I leave all the judgment to the fans and, you know what I mean, to the people that support the music.
Just Like Magic on the musical Masquerade rhythm. December the 8th is the release date. Go and support it. And if you can't wait until then, the video is online now. It's already had over 100,000 views. Mavado, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thanks a lot for your time.
Big up. Gully. Straight.
Gibbo.